cutting your fingers? Drop them into mine. Some weird things out there I've had the mispleasure to run away from. If the Scorched or the Ferals don't get you, the rats will. Now that people have come back to this area, they'll all want to be setting up places like Foundation.
Brotherhood wants order in the wasteland, then they have my vote.
Russell Dorsey, Brotherhood Initiate. Welcome to Fort Atlas.
Just to get here? Served my attention.
Of course. What you want to know? The Brotherhood of Steel is a... well, I guess you'd call it a military organization. Founded originally out in California around when the bombs fell. We're dedicated to rebuilding society and preserving old technology. Keeping the mistakes of the past from being repeated, you know? One of the members from California could tell you more, I'm sure. Pretty sure that's strategic information I'm not supposed to just give out to anybody that asks. Oh, it's an honor. I know that sounds like some recruiting poster nonsense, but really, it is. I finally feel like I'm part of something meaningful. Building a better world alongside other people who've committed their lives to that cause. Sure, sometimes it means doing guard shifts in the rain, but hey, small price to pay for real purpose, right? What do you need? Looking to sign up? Or just curious? Well, either way, I guess it's not me you want to talk to. Most of the fort's off limits to civilians, but if you're interested, Knight Shin's in charge of the new recruits. He's very serious about protocol and security, so you'll have to speak to him first if you want to get anywhere.
Just like the old army, eh? Join up, defend yourself.
Welcome to Fort Atlas.
While you're at it.
Real duties to attend to. The outer perimeter is still unsecured, the provisions aren't properly stowed, and we're awash in hopefuls. I have no time to be babysitting civilians.
Your duties are what I say they are, Knight. Your objections are noted, but this is a direct order from your commanding officer. Help us put on a good face for the law. We've just moved into their backyard. They're nervous. Show them we mean no harm.
If you insist, Paladin. If there's nothing further, I'll have the completed report on your desk shortly.
I expect nothing less from you. As you were, Shin.
Paladin.
All this concrete.
I am not a receptionist, civilian. I have actual work to do.
New recruits, night Shin's training, weapons, and a base like this? We're gonna be
If you're here with a request for the Brotherhood, get in line. I don't have time for you right now.
Keep that armor in good shape. Your life could depend on it.
Hope this knot's true to their word.
Knight Daniel Shin, Brotherhood of Steel, 1st Expeditionary Force. We've got important work to do here, so get to the point.
One day I'll make night. Then I'll show those raiders who's boss.
That was a Brotherhood matter, civilian, and none of your concern. You're trying my patience, so get on with it. Did he? Initiate Dorsey is supposed to be manning his post at the entrance, not acting as my secretary.
We'll make Atlas stronger than Fort Defiance ever
Initiate
was.
Dorsey is too trusting, but I can't fault his commitment. Perhaps he sees something in you worth our interest. Are you another aspirant to our order? This isn't a casual decision, civilian. Becoming one of us is committing yourself and your life to a
Never gonna make
cause.
a name for
Be
myself
certain.
holding down the
Otherwise, you're wasting both your time and mine. Wanting isn't enough. And not everyone who shows up looking to join our order is worthy of becoming an initiate. Normally, I'd stick you with the other hopefuls until we decide whether you're worthy. But, if you're serious about joining us, you've got good timing. There's something you could do for me that would help the order and demonstrate your qualities as a candidate.
Ourselves free from America.
We've had a number of civilians show up here at Fort Atlas, asking for one thing or another from the Brotherhood. People are afraid, or want something, or looking to involve us in local squabbles. Civilian outreach is not my specialty. There's too much left to do to secure this facility. If you're really interested in helping, save my time. Interview the petitioners, find out what they want, and report back to me.
All this concrete. Faces like a tomb.
California members show no signs of infectious disease from outside.
The settlers, they want to rebuild. But they're only looking to the future. We need to understand the past as well, or else we'll make the same mistakes going forward.
What the heck does ad Victorium even mean?
Fort Atlas is in good hands. Knight Shin's trained us well.
Local recruits in your health. If I'm your fan.
The elders have so much to teach us. I hope I'll get to meet them in person someday.
Do this right. Don't make me regret giving you the opportunity. Conduct yourself properly, and we can consider putting you forward as an initiate candidate.
Order, learning, protection. I have everything I need here. Keep fighting out there.
I am a link in the chain that binds. That is what keeps this order together.
Order, learning, protection. I have everything I need here.
Just stuff's weird.
No meat approved. A perfectly preserved pie with every dinner declined. And this ration request doesn't even have a name on it.
New recruits, night chins training, weapons, and a base like this? We're gonna be invincible.
We should spend less time mourning for Defiance
Go
and
home.
more time here.
Let us take care of things
Where
here.
Appalachia's future will be decided.
I'm never gonna make a name for myself holding down the fort. When do I get to go out and prove my worth?
Each day in service of the Brotherhood is a step forward.
Hope this lot's true to their word.
This better be worth it.
We're here to protect the people. They'll learn that in time.
Ain't no kind of life wrapped up in metal.
If I don't sleep tonight, I should be able to get this list done.
Well, got to be getting back to the farm soon. Something well, now look at
Everything
you.
makes sense now.
You with these steel brother fellas? I've been waiting a good spell to talk to them.
There's a gun that shoots those. I want it.
Someone returned their gun to the wrong place again.
Well, it's about time. I'd like to die of old age waiting on them. Name's Artnap. So, what's this night fella sent you for? A fair trade's what I want. I've heard stories about these steel types back in the day. They was going around taking things from folks. For the cause, they said. Yeah, like that don't make them raiders too. Well, I ain't got much, and I already got to worry about raiders. So, I reckon it's better to make a deal up front. My farm don't produce much, but I got some extra. I expect they'll have a use for it. In return, I want these steel boys and girls to keep raiders away from my farm. Heard a lot of noise they was on our side. So, seems fair.
What the heck does Ad Victoria even mean?
Fair enough. Can't expect more than that. Thank you. You take care too.
Or go away. I do not tolerate eavesdropping.
Make it quick if you would.
Military-grade
Bones ain't
hardware.
getting any younger.
Common amongst the ones from California. Yes. I am waiting to speak with the Brotherhood representative. The severe gentleman in the power armor, yes? Dr. Edgar Blackburn at your service.
This place goes sour and we're all in.
I had heard that the Brotherhood possessed advanced technology. As a doctor and a scientist, this was of great interest. My research is all... I came to see if an arrangement could be made, but from what I can see of their operation, given the state of my fellow supplicants, I would hypothesize that their needs likely outweigh my own.
Wonder if this'll be enough to see those raiders gone.
Thank you. Be well.
Appalachia's future will be decided.
Speak or go away. I do not tolerate eavesdropping.
I should be getting back to work. so
Hey,
Get at it.
you don't look like one of these Brotherhood yahoos.
Shin? He the scary guy with the stick up his butt? Alright.
All this concrete, place is like a tomb.
Yeah, that's right. Now, all the talk in the area is about these Brotherhood folks with their high-tech toys, and for self-defense, of course. Hey, I get it. Promises backfire all the time. Well, go get him, Tiger.
Local recruits are your help.
Look what the rad roach dragged in.
You better have something useful to say to me.
This place is kind of a dump.
Can't even come to me himself? What, he needs to requisition some more armor polish? All right, keep it cool, Sean. The problem is that a couple of these Brotherhood, now I'm a peaceful man. I really am. Sure wasn't equipped to deal with armor, never understood the Raiders. I like the quiet life. I don't need much, and I need trouble less. But after this, I came here to give the Brotherhood a chance to make things right. Else maybe I go to Crater and start doing things their way. At least they don't pretend to be the good guys.
I need to remind Scribe Valdez to retune my power armor.
Hey, thanks. I just needed someone to listen and take me seriously.
How do I show that I'm fit to be a scribe when I'm
I hope you can convince them.
day and night?
Disorder is to be expected in a place that lacked Brotherhood oversight.
Stay on your toes. The wasteland is merciless.
I imagine the Brotherhood would object to a collection of blood samples from all its members. Shame.
Old world science solved a lot of problems back in the day, but look what else it wrought. I'm glad we guard our tech closely.
I am a link in the chain that binds. That is what keeps this order together.
All this concrete faces like a tomb.
We'll make Atlas stronger than Fort Defiance ever was.
Another nuke. We arrived in Appalachia not a moment too soon.
We're building something big here. Don't get left behind.
Bunch of stiffs around here.
If I don't sleep tonight, I should be able to get this list done.
This better be worth it.
No meat. Approved. A perfectly preserved pie with every dinner.
The scorched, the
declined.
raiders, the ghouls.
And this
If anything tries to attack,
you
we'll
have
be
a
ready.
name on it.
The fight is just beginning. Stay disciplined.
Ain't no kind of life wrapped up in metal.
Military grade hardware.
One day I'll make night. Then I'll show those raiders who's boss.
Got to be getting back to the farm soon.
We should spend less time mourning for Defiance and more time here.
At Victoria.
Appalachia's future will be decided. The only... Have you finished the task I gave you?
Old world science solved a lot of problems back in the day. Look what else it wrought. I'm glad we guard our tech closely.
Good. Let's get this done. I have the list from their arrival. Give me the high-level overview.
This place goes sour and we're all in for it. Mark my words.
I am second in command of this entire operation. That I have other things requiring my attention does not mean a task is not required. Paladin Romani wants these people to be heard, and you agreed that you would assist me in this. Do not make me regret the trust I've shown.
Just fight. But how do I show that I'm fit
The
to be
Brotherhood is not a
scribed?
charity,
Control
and our
the
mission does not
united-
cover providing civilian, unless the Doctor intends to provide that research to the Brotherhood exclusively, and under our supervision.
The Elders have so much to teach us. I hope I get to meet them in person.
Our job is to procure and protect technology. If the Doctor's research proves dangerous, then the Brotherhood will take a very pointed interest. Until then, it is his problem. Next report. We are not mercenaries here to serve as guards.
We'll make Atlas stronger than Fort Defiance ever was.
That's irrelevant. The Brotherhood cannot simply be hired out to every farmer and homesteader. We have our own concerns. Enough about that. What's next? No, we are not arms dealers. Listen to me. The Brotherhood is moving on. Impossible. Whatever happened, it was not us.
One day I'll make night. Then I'll show those raiders who's boss.
That sounds like something Paladin Romani would say. But what he believes is of no concern of ours. Our people did not rob this man. We are not involved, and it should remain that way. That's everything. Against my initial judgment, you have shown that you can take orders and make yourself useful for the Brotherhood. You need to lose those soft civilian instincts, but I will make note of your assistance in my report to Paladin Romani. Should you wish to join our ranks, I will not oppose your enlistment. I grant you permission, provisionally, to enter the compound proper. Go to our scribe Valdez. You will need her support as well if you want Paladin Romani's attention.
Find, protect, and preserve.
Be vigilant, outsider. This is a security office, not a social club. You're not finished. Get back to work.
Hope those kids we picked up are doing okay. What were their names again?
I'm never gonna make a name for myself holding down the fort. I feel like I'm out and healing my worth.
Hello, civilian. I don't mean to be rude.
The old world has so much to teach us. Why didn't I see it before?
I wonder what legacy I'll leave to the scrolls.
New recruits, Night Chin's training, weapons, and a base like this? We're gonna be invincible.
All these new initiates. We need another scribe just to keep the scrolls up to date.
We'll make Atlas stronger than Fort Defiance ever was.
We're here to protect the people. They'll learn that in time. Find, protect, and preserve.
I want to visit Fort Defiance, but I'm not sure I can stand the sight.
Everything makes sense now. This is my place, my mission.
it, Scribe Takano. I wish you were here too. Ultrasite country. Who knows what strange contraptions the old mining firms built here?
One day I'll make my own. Then I'll show his readers who's boss.
How can I find time to study our history with all this maintenance work piling up? Scorched plague. I've seen nothing like it. I wonder if I could get my hands on a sample.
Weapons and a base like this, we're gonna be invincible.
I wonder what stories are hiding in the mountains out here. Just a few more tweaks, and then it's back to working on that vertibird. Weapon may keep me safe, but it doesn't make these repairs go any faster.
I'm never gonna make a name for myself holding down the fort. When do I get to go out?
Too bad this
and prove my
observatory's so
worth?
busted up. I'd love to look at the stars.
The settlers want to rebuild, but they're only looking to the future. We need to understand the past as well, or make the same mistakes.
To think of everywhere we've been, this old place may hold the most promise. Just a few more tweaks, and then it's back to working on that murder-bird. Robots every— Hello, civilian. I don't mean to be rude, but what exactly are you doing up here? Did he now? Knowing Night Shin, I'm guessing that's not exactly how it went down. But if you're a prospective initiate, then I guess we're both in luck. Paladin Romani makes the call on new recruits, but the Knight and I have some influence. It just so happens I'm in need of someone to help me out on a little mission. If you're interested, I can bring you along and put you to work. Do a good job, and I'll send a recommendation your way. How about it? Didn't even have to think about it, did you? Let me give you a quick rundown of the mission before we start. Our new base is littered with old technology, but there's something in particular I want to investigate. It's down in the bowels of this place, a part of Atlas that we've cornered off. I'm not keen on going alone, so I'd like some backup. Any questions before we start? Great! Unfortunately, I need to finish up a few things here. Head downstairs and I'll meet you in a bit.
How do I show that I'm fit to be a scribe when I'm put on patrol?
The elders have so much to teach us.
Science solved a lot of problems back in the day. But look what else we want. I'm glad we guard our tech closely.
Good, you're here. So, how do you feel about reading comprehension? I was hoping to start out by sweeping the area for documentation left behind from... Are you trying to get on my good side? Because that's how you get on my good side. But enough about that. I'd like to get started. Let's head downstairs and see what we can turn up. This must be Dr. Hammond, Atlas's lead scientist. We recovered some of his holotapes and logs in our initial sweep of the area. This tech down here is his handbook, and he couldn't give it up. Even after the war, we should make arrangements for a proper burial. Here's a document. I think this is good. Let's talk for a sec. That should be enough to start. Let me take a look. Atlas decommission report. Wow. This is some seriously classified stuff that I just let you read, isn't it? I wasn't supposed to show you any of this. That should be enough to start. Let me take a look. Atlas decommission. Wow. Well, Night Shin did send you, so I guess I can trust you with a little information. There's only so much I can tell you, but I'll share what I feel is relevant. Atlas wasn't exactly an observatory before the war. That was just a front. The military conducted research here. Pretty advanced research. We're down here to investigate and see what's worth salvaging for the Brotherhood. Whoa, 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 whoa. Looting is absolutely not what we're doing here. Everything of worth that we remove from this substructure is going with me, up to my lab to be cataloged and analyzed. Now, let's follow up on some leads from this report. There's probably a terminal around here. If it's still running, we can do a diagnostics test. That will tell us about some of the less accessible hardware. The report mentioned that the machine's intake pump was under a... Finally, the lower core on this level should have a wiring box. Why don't we take a glance at that to get an idea of the electrical hookups? Think of the why. We just need to do a little checkup and... Keep an eye on this. Should be a simple inspection. You can have point, but I'll be looking over your shoulder the whole way. Take note of the details and we'll just... Interesting. Looks like we've got company. Shit! Glad that's over with. Let's talk. All right, let's go over the inspection results. The diagnostics check revealed some issues. Flux disruption in the induction loop, intake valves ruptured, and the ion focus? Oh. Next, we have the... If you can... Last but not least, the wiring. The wires... Yep, I think... Okay, well, sorry about the pop quiz, but in general... Nobody does. If I'm going to recommend you to Paladin Romani, I need to know you're serious. Can you pay attention? Think on your feet? If you can, you earn my favor. If you can't, then, well, maybe I reconsider my recommendation. I'm worried about what our inspection turned up. There are a few parts I'd like to extract and examine in my lab. There's the pressure gauge, the core processor, and the ion focus. There's a lot I can learn from. I want to take some notes on the core up there, so I'm going to leave the parts removal to you. Each extraction will be a little different, but in general, you'll want to use a light touch. I want the components. Any questions, or are you ready to get started? A variant could take a bit. The brain of it should. You saw what happened. I want to oh, and you may. I'm counting on you. Let's see what you can do.
Must be a real hard ass to keep up with.
The elders have so much to teach us. I hope I'll get to meet them in person someday. Never forget the heroes of Fort Defiance.
Interesting. I can see now how the machine's underlying construction lends itself to these misalignments we read about. That doesn't sound good. Whatever you did up there, the security system sure didn't like it. Thanks for the backup. I doubt I could have handled that on my own. Now that that's over with, let me take a look at what you've collected. The pressure gauge looks like it's in good condition. The core processor is pristine. Good work on that. The ion focus looks usable. Impressive. The induction coil seems fine. That's a relief. And what is this? Is this ultrasight? Fascinating. This looks like some kind of compact power source. None of the documents, none of the terminals said anything about this. Did this power the whole machine? The fuel of the future. I'd heard the stories, but to think I could hold so much energy in my hands like this? Project Atlas may be beyond our power to repair, but we might have something here. I expected the machine to use a small reactor's worth of energy, but they condensed that into a container I can hold in my hands. You were a big help. I'm sure you have what it takes to be an initiate, and soon. Here, take this letter to Paladin Romani. She'll make the final call on letting you into the Brotherhood, but my wreck may tip the scales. I'm going back upstairs to take... If nothing else, this ultrasight battery has piqued my interest. Oh, I'm giving you access to my private terminal, too. It has all... After what we just went through, I think you deserve to know more. Thanks again for your help. And good luck with the Paladin.
Fort Atlas is in good hands. Knight Shin's trained us well.
Just retune my power armor.
Ah, you must be the one I've been hearing about. Paladin Layla Romani. What do you need? Well, between this and the report I have from Knight Shin, we can discuss you becoming a member of our order. Consider it carefully. Do you wish to join our ranks? With the recommendations of Knight Shin and Scribe Valdez, I'm willing to consider you for membership. But first, I need to see how you handle yourself without direct supervision. In order to be effective in our operations here, we need to establish positive relations with the people of Appalachia. If we make them see us as a beneficial presence in the area, it will be much easier to secure cooperation in the future. We have reports of feral ghoul attacks on traders and travelers in the southwest forest region, indicative of a nest of some kind. I want you to clear it out.
We'll be ready.
We don't know. Our initial reports on the attacks came from a family of farmers, the Putnams, that we passed on the way into the region. I think their sons were rather starstruck when we showed up. I almost... You should start your search there. They may know more. Complete this mission satisfactorily, and I will. Very well.
Whoa there. Mom, Dad!
Who do you think you are barging in here? George?
Hold it, stranger. No funny moves.
The Brotherhood? Again?
Oh, man.
Lower the gun, George. All right. Why don't you come over? Now, you need to be more careful just waltzing into people's homes. It's good. I'm Carol Putnam. Might not be Lewis or Sons, but...
But Lewis was a cousin. I told Carol.
Even after all these, didn't see any point. Those would be them military types in the heavy armor that came through here recently, right?
Those Brotherhood guys are so cool. Wait, are you recruiting?
Their gear was pretty fascinating.
Settle down, boys. So you want to know about them? Can't say for certain.
A lot of the sightings.
And the only thing. Good to hear.
You be doing everybody.
Safe roads mean safer. Not sure if you're going in. Just try not.
You gotta take me with you. Of course! I know I sound like... Can you really? Oh, of course! But... Awesome! Yes! Yes! I'll get my things and meet...
You take care of my boy. Understand?
I guess Marty was the obvious choice to join the military. He can be a little... much, but he's got a good heart. Just keep him safe, please, okay?
Scanning.
All right, you're here. Sorry for rushing in first, but I just couldn't wait.
Whew, this basement is crazy.
Whew, calm. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just...
I don't see any more of them.
Holy crap, wow. Is it weird if I've never felt... Oh, for watching you fight... You maybe even come. I'll see you there.
Running my own operation would involve this much paperwork. Welcome back. Have you completed? So, that's why the Putnam boy showed up here. Looks like you've expanded our ranks by more than just yourself. I like that initiative, soldier. You've not only met the challenges our officer set, I hereby confer on you the status of probation. I'm sorry, but we'll have to put the official initiation right on hold. Something's come up, and we need to deal with it right away. If you've got anything else you need to take care of, make it quick.
Make the same mistakes
Anyone
going
needs
forward.
help with anything.
If I don't sleep tonight, I should be able to get this list done.
I'm never gonna make a name for myself holding down the fort. When do I get to go out and prove my worth?
These people are still hurling nukes at each other. It's madness.
Everything makes sense now. This is my place, my mission.
Not allow Atlas to go the way of Fort Defiance. We're here to stay.
Raiders causing trouble again. We'll have to do something about them.
The real world has so much to teach us. What did I say before?
Each day in service of the Brotherhood is a step forward.
It's impressive how much they've managed to rebuild here, in spite of the scorched plague. Oh. Oh. Not as young as you used to be, Layla. Can't spend all day hunched over the war table.
No, I can't wait to tell Max about my latest patrol. He is gonna love it.
If I don't sleep tonight, I should be able to get this list done.
We're gonna have to bring the Crater Raiders under control eventually. Hopefully without unnecessary bloodshed.
Raiders causing trouble again. We'll have to do something about them.
Another complaint. Shin's certainly winning us friends here.
The elders have so much to teach us. I hope I'll get to meet them in person.
Throwing nukes left and right. The people of Appalachia think a bomb is a plaything.
Need to have Valdez take another look at my armor. 2,000 miles of hiking has put some real wear on it.
Another nuke? We arrived in Appalachia not a moment too soon.
Running my own operation would involve this much paperwork.
We need to understand the past as well, or we'll make the same mistakes going forward. The fight is just beginning. Stay disciplined.
No meat. Approved. A perfectly preserved pie with every dinner declined. And this ration request doesn't even have a name on it.
To see if we can spare any supplies for the relief efforts. Might buy us goodwill
See
with
if
the
anyone
locals.
needs help with anything.
Each day in service of the Brotherhood is a step forward.
Everything makes sense now. This is my place, my mission.
No, I can't wait to tell Max about my latest patrol. He is gonna love it.
I am a link in the chain that binds. That is what keeps this order together.
I will not allow Atlas to go the way of Fort Defiance. We're here to stay.
I could do more than just fight. But how do I show that I'm fit to be a scribe when I'm put on patrol day and night?
We should spend less time mourning Fort Defiance and more time here. Where Appalachia's future will be decided.
Appalachia is our chance to learn from the mistakes of the past. We'll build something better for everyone.
Disorder is to be expected in a place that lacked Brotherhood oversight for so long. Still, this is...
On duty again? I swear Night Shin has it out for me.
We'll make Atlas stronger than Fort Defiance ever was.
It's impressive how much they've managed to rebuild here, in spite of the scorched plague.
I need to remind Scribe Valdez to retune my power armor.
The Scorched, the Raiders, the Ghouls. If anything tries to attack, we'll be ready.
Oh. Oh. Not as young as you used to be, Layla. Can't spend all day hunched over the war team.
Someone returned their gun to the wrong place again. Do I need to call a seminar on this?
Stay strong, friend. No telling what the next challenge will hold. One day I'll make night. Then I'll show those raiders who's boss.
We're gonna have to bring the Crater Raiders under control eventually. Without unnecessary bloodshed.